Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am his Grand Cat, and today we are extremely close to completing campaign mode. We're stuck on Stephanie Vicure. We managed to complete 67 and 69. It's just 70 that's giving us problems, and once we get this out of the way, then we can do a live stream for taking on the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes to try and get the British Bulldog. Now let me show you the issue here. We managed to get our F1 Bronson Reed, who, with momentum, and with this, which is our second best power, unfortunately, he gets up to 108,000 power. Our Batista, with this, which is currently our strongest power, has 128,000 in power. Our two females we're using are JC Jane, who has 110,000, using the NXT Goldie. And we also have Asuka over here, because Asuka's toughness is actually better than any other toughness, including an F1 Ivy Nile. And this is the toughness that we have here for Asuka. So we need to win one match without using support, use a super move, and then use the other one, win the other one using support. And I can't seem to win any game without using support. So let me just go ahead and, oh my goodness. Let's clear out the draft board then. We'll do this very quickly. Also, you can see that I'm up to 30,000 credits. I bought both of the SummerSlam 25 plus packs in the store. It gives you 15,000 credits. It gives you 2 SummerSlam 25 equipments. There we go, that's 49, that's all we need. And it gives you 20,000 super coins. However, only one of them gave me the super coins, which I'm a little bit disappointed about. I have contacted support. Hopefully they will give me the rest of the super coins. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's go back into campaign mode. And, okay, so this is using the plus power from the Zelina Vega manager. We've got the table here, which gives minus 15,000.92 to power, and we've got the guitar here that gives plus 15.31 to toughness, and we're going to show you what the issue is here. So I've got the numbers in front of me as to what we need to beat. So the first male tag team is actually the stronger one. It is 266,855. So we're just going to put CM Punk and Stone Cold into here. This is what ideally I would like to use the super move on, just to clear that one out. But then we need to be able to win one of these two games. Now, this one is the toughness. We need to get over 261,000 here. So even if we were to use this, it only gives us 126 and 119,000, which isn't enough. It is enough if we use the toughness manager. So we need to be able to beat one of these, naturally. And then the last one over here, it is 266,058, which if we go ahead and use 139 and 119,000, that is just less than what we actually need, because it's 133 and 132, and even with the tsunami it's not enough. So if I use the table, I can win that one. So if we use the table here, we can easily win. We're only 4,000 short. On this one, if we use the toughness manager instead of the power manager, and then we use the guitar here, we can win this match, but then we can't win this one. And that's where the problem lies. We need to be able to beat one of these three without using any supports, and we need to beat one using the super move. This is the only thing that's stopping us from proceeding on. So our down arrows are still not fantastic. And of course, if we go into here and we change this from power to toughness, which our best toughness is this Maxine Dupree, then using the guitar, we can win the toughness match, but then we can't win the power matches. So that's what our problem is. So the way that we're going to combat this is that we're going to go ahead and forge a tank ledger, because with the tank ledger we can use this tank ledger helmet equipment, which is going to give plus an additional 17,896 to power. Now I'm going to have to spend credits to reroll these to increase these into power stats, such as the 12,000 power here, and of course the best we can get there is the 8,000 power. So we're going to make the pro tank ledger. We're also going to go ahead and forge a pro Damien Priest, because he is the next highest power. Rusev has 25.38, Damien Priest has 25.50 in power, and of course Cody Rhodes is toughness and charisma, otherwise he would be slightly better, and we don't have anything else. We do have our F1 Bronson Reed, but unfortunately, as big as he is not strong enough to win the match that we need. And of course, Batista is our strongest in terms of power when it comes to down arrows. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into card catalog here. We're going to go with SummerSlam 25. We're going to go into Forge, and we are going to forge ourselves a Damien Priest, which is going to cost 9,000 super coins. And it's also 432 of our blue crystals and 72 of our red crystals. And there we go, there is the forged Damien Priest. And we are also going to go ahead and forge ourselves a tank ledger, which is going to cost the exact same amount. Go ahead and screenshot that. There's the thumbnail. And now what I need to do is level up this tank ledger and Damien Priest, get the pros of them, then we need to come back to campaign mode. Once those are pro'd, once they've got their 100 matches, the level 105 and all their variants, and then we can try the Stephanie Vacour again. Once we beat Stephanie Vacour, then at that point I will make a live stream. So the live stream could go up at any point, where we will be trying to take on the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, and if we defeat the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, we will get ourselves the Davey Boy Smith British Bulldog along with Winston. So that is everything to look forward to. I am going to try and get it finished before PCC begins, but we shall see whether that's going to happen today or not. I do have an awful lot of work that we need to do here. The tank ledger needs to get his 100 matches as well, as does both Damien Priests. They all need to be at level 100, and of course we need to get them all their variants. Damien Priest variants are elimination chambers, so that's a little bit trickier than tank ledgers. I think that's the specialist, yeah, where he just has to activate his ability, which is the splash, which is a 10% chance of activating, which is not quite as bad. Elimination Chamber is a little bit irritating because you actually need to draw into the Damien Priest in order to use them, and it is 10 variants, so it takes a little bit longer. But that is going to be it for this little video, folks. I really hope that you've all enjoyed, and if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.